evening to all the dignitaries present among us. I, Faizan Sayyed, the host for the evening, feel very pleasure to welcome you all to the prestigious webinar. This webinar is designed to enhance and appreciate some wonderful personalities in the field of human resource. As we say, diamond need not explain how radiant they are. They just keep shining. Whoever shall admire their brilliance will find their way to them. Similarly, we at the Golden Aim Awards, presented by Dinergic Business Solutions, contemplated of revealing you all beautiful diamonds present among us by crediting for the work you have all done. I once again welcome you all to the most prestigious webinar of Golden Aim Conference and Award for Excellence in Leadership in Human Resources. Now, I call upon Dr. Fadeen Khan, co-founder of Golden Aim Award, to speak few words. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Sayed. Good evening. Welcome you all to the Golden Aim Conference for Excellence and Leadership in Human Resources. This is Dr. Fareen Khan, co-founder and CFO, Golden Aim Chairperson Asia GCC Awards. I would like to thank to all the participants, speaker, and other guests for bracing this occasion. The word AIM stands for Achievement, Innovation, and Motivation. And the objective of the award is to recognize and felicitate the excellence and leadership of the professionals who have demonstrated outstanding contribution in their respective field. As it is said, leaders are not born, they are made through time. With this beautiful quote, I welcome you all to the session. Organizations are made among others. Human resources is which is the most valuable asset in today's dynamic world. It is people and not organization that constitute an organization. Achievement of organization objectives depend on the individuality and collective efforts put in by the workforce. Human resource management may be defined as the coherent as well as strategic maximization of human resource capital in an organization towards making a return on that investment. Proper management of human resource leads to a motivate workforce, a development to loyalty, and an assurance of survival and a success of organization. And today, I'm very pleased to connect with the best professional experts. Each award winner will be felicitated by a trophy and a wooden citation as a memento. Moving further, I request Professor Syed to continue with the webinar ceremony.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I call upon Mr. Azharuddin Farooqi, CEO of Dinergic Business Solutions, to speak few words. Over to you, sir.
Good evening to everyone. I, Azharuddin Farooqi, CEO and co-founder of Dynamic Business Solutions and Managing Director of Pharma Global Management Services. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you and welcome you all to this prestigious webinar, Golden Aim Conference and Awards. My company, Dynamic Business Solutions, we provide solutions in various segments and sectors. We are in the manufacturing industry and healthcare equipment, in the electronic business. We have fitness chain, and we provided end-to-end management solutions. We started our business in 2004 with a small warehouse in Mumbai, and with the team support, we built our business to national to international level. We have our chain in Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Bengaluru, and internationally we have Dubai, Saudi, and Indonesia. I hope to build more chain in the future, and I'm very thankful to Golden Aim team to give us a chance to be a partner of this prestigious webinar, the platform where the professionals and thought leaders share their views and knowledge. Thank you so much for having me, and congratulations for all the awardees. Thank you so much, and over to you, Professor.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we move on to our conference ceremony, and our first respected speaker is Ms. Swati Rogra, Vice President and Secretary of HR Infotech Association, Pune, and ma'am's topic is from adaptability to transformation. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. So I would like to begin by thanking Golden Aim team to give me this opportunity to present my thoughts to you all today. The theme that I'm going to speak on is digitalization of HR. Few days back, I got to know that my organization is starting to call us back to the office. So after working from home for almost 2.5 years now, it's time to buck up to the hybrid mode of working where few days we'll work from office and few days from home. Being an HR professional, I thought that there's perhaps one skill that I've lost touch of while working from home. And therefore, I thought that today being a weekend, I should be spending some time doing it. And so I went out with some colors and I started making rangoli outside my house. So and then I thought that the Christmas is just around the corner. So I must be now thinking about what are the games that I need to make our employees play? How do I engage them? What is the Secret Santa game that we are supposed to play? And all of these ideas have to come in again. So guys, I think we all would admit that we have come a long way from being a function which was looked at, the one which was supposed to engage employees by making them play games, making rangoli, to having a seat at the table. We have come to a level where in a lot of organizations, business refuses to make important decisions unless they have their HR sitting by their side. It's a long way that we have come and there's a long way to go. The topic that we are talking about today is digitalization of HR. What do we mean by digitalization of HR? It is nothing but automating the mundane operational tasks of HR. Some HR professionals are wondering if it is going to take away a few jobs. If things are going to be automated, what are people going to do? Is it good to have robots interacting with employees, or is the human touch important? Should it be this or that? I think it's not a question of or, it's a question of and. How can we ensure that technology and the human interface together brings out the best experience for our employees? While a lot of you do have HR background, for a moment, I want to take you out of the world of HR and give you an example from the banking sector. If we would look a few years back, perhaps when our parents were working, and if our parents had to go and get a fixed deposit done, could they do it sitting at home the way you and I do it today? No. They would have to take an appointment at the bank. They would have to go on a weekday because Sundays the bank is closed. They cannot wait for the office to finish and then go to the bank because they also have the same working hours. So they have to make sure that they take time out from the working hours and they reach the bank for the fixed deposit transaction. And when they reach the bank, if their luck is good, they'll find a person who will greet them with a smile, who will tell them that, look, here are the forms. You're supposed to fill all the information that the bank is already having, but it will not be auto-populated because we are talking about 20, 30 years back. So you have to fill in the information, you have to give the money, and your fixed deposit will happen. If today I tell you, would you like to go to the bank to do an FD, or would you like to sit at the comfort of your home and do the FD at the click of a button? I'm sure most of you would like to choose the latter. Does that mean the bank representatives will not have a role to play now? No, perhaps they will be involved with more qualitative things. They will be required, perhaps you would want to sit with them and you would like to understand wealth management. You would like to get some advice on how you can save your taxes. Where is it that you can make investment? If you want to be financially independent by the age of 50, what is it that you should be now? What is the kind of savings? This is the kind of advice you would want from the banking professionals. Now, bringing you back to the world of HR. If we talk about HR today, if it comes to a service request where you want to get a loan sanctioned from a bank and you want to make a request to the HR team to issue you an employment letter, perhaps they will have a 24 hours SLA. You reach out to them today evening. HR team will tell you, okay, we will revert to you by tomorrow evening. And then, they have a lot of workload and it takes another day and then you have to follow up with them. And then sometimes they are like, okay, your data is not validating with the information we have in the system. And there is a lot of back and forth for a simple task of issuing you an employment letter. Now that we have automation, We have a chatbot where you just type that you need an employment letter. The chatbot validates your information with the system, and just in few seconds, you have the letter in your mailbox. A very smooth process and very quick, without any need of follow-up or any dependency on another human being, right? So the tasks like these are going to be automated as part of digital HR transformation. But is it enough to create that wow experience for our employees? Just because they're going to have the service request handled very quickly, the chatbot is going to respond to their queries, and such little things for which they had to go to HR desk, follow up, it will happen quickly. Will it create a wow experience? No, this alone would not suffice. So I'm going to talk about a 3C model here that the HR team needs to do today. Number one is the capacity. They got to build capacity for their team, which is going to happen through this digital transformation. When I don't have to sit and prepare these letters for hundreds of employees, I have the time. The 2 hours that I was spending in preparing these letters, I can use it more productively in the things which are going to create a bigger impact than issuing those letters. So we are able to build capacity for our HR team by saving them this much time by, when things are taken care of through automation. Now, the second C is capability. Now that the HR team has the capacity to take extra work, how do we invest in their capability building? How do we make them the trusted advisors of business? The business is now not going to come to them for letters, but they're going to come to them for advice. How can let's say we have a talent acquisition team, we have automated our recruitment process. So what happens is that in the past, if I was a sourcer and I have a requisition from business, I would take about 1 week's time to source resumes from different platforms. I will go to Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of these social media platforms. I will go and I'll pull out profiles. I will take few more days to now go through each profile, look at the requisition, see what is the best match, perhaps come with the 10 resumes that I can share with the hiring manager, which seems a little relevant to me. The hiring manager receives it, he goes through the resumes, perhaps out of those 10, 3 resumes are the ones he would like to go ahead with, and he would ask the HR team to schedule an interview. Now, let's say we have automated this process. You have a platform where you dump in all the resumes that you get from all the different sources, and within just few minutes, the AI-based tool tells you that these are the 3 best profiles that matches your requirement. You send your 3 profiles to your manager, and he's more than happy to get such relevant and accurate profiles from the HR team. So that 1 week's time that the recruitment team would have sent, the manager would have sent, done in the back and forth, that time is saved. Now the hiring manager and the manager also, the transaction doesn't happen on an email where sometimes the mails get lost, you're waiting. It happens on a system. So the 3 profiles are reflected in front of the hiring manager. If the hiring manager goes through it, he likes it, he puts a tick there. Automatically, a system-generated email goes to the candidate saying that you've been shortlisted. Would you like to go ahead with the candidature? The candidate approves, and an interview is scheduled as per the calendar that the system is able to see from the employee, from the candidate and the manager. A lot of time is saved in this. Now, what is the capability building that has to happen for the HR team? If they're not doing this, what are they doing? Can they sit with the business and see that how can we align our business strategy with people strategy? This will only happen if they are upskilled, if they have the capability to give that kind of advice to the business. So the second C after capacity is the capability. We work on the capability building. Then comes the third C, which is culture. How do we ensure that this transformation is going to change the culture of us as an HR team? What is our way of working? We need to bring about the change in culture. We need to bring about some changes in the behaviors, right? How do we go away from the erstwhile way of working, and how do we adopt? How are we open to the new learnings? How do we ensure that we are willing to upskill ourselves? We are going to take the pain to go through that process of change, of upskilling ourselves, get out of our comfort zone. How is it that we have the psychological safety that when I'm learning in this process, my company will not chuck me out. They will not say that I'm not competent. They will give me enough time to embrace this change and to become the capable leader that will change the face of my organization. When I am able to beautifully drive these 3 C's, which is capacity, capability, and culture, I will build credibility with the business. And it is then that the business will refuse to make any important business decisions without having HR by their side. I want to give you some few important tips of, not really tips, but few things that you should keep in mind when you are, undergoing this journey of digital transformation. So the first thing that you need to look into is is a clear objective of this transformation, and how is it linked to your business outcome. That HR transformation journey is not about getting, nice platforms, AI-based tools, just because all the companies are doing it, we should also do it. No. What's the business outcome that I'm going to achieve by doing this? When I talk to business, when I'm talking to my CFO for millions of dollars of budget to have this transformative platform in my organization, what is it that I'm selling to them? I have to show to them how is this platform going to impact the bottom line of the organization. How is the customer, shareholder value going to go up? How do I ensure that? So if my employees will have a smoother experience, if they will have the HR team guiding them with the career advice, because now the HR team has the capability to advise them about the career path that the employees can choose, so they can sit with the HR team sits with the employee and he says, okay, tell me, what is it that you plan to do 5 years from now? So the employee says, okay, this is my dream. Today I'm sitting here. This is the position I aspire to get into. So they sit together, they analyze the skill gap. Okay, so today you have XYZ skills. If you want to get there, you need to upskill yourself, get these ABC skills. How do you do that? What is it that the organization can offer you? Okay, so here is our learning offerings. Go ahead, do these courses, do these trainings. We have face-to-face courses, we have MOOC learnings, we have virtual courses. Go for it and you will upskill yourself. So this career advice, the employee will get now is going to take them to the next level. Then the productivity of the employee will get better. He will feel more motivated. It will have an impact on the profitability of the organization and impact the bottom line and increase the shareholder value. This is how this entire process is going to achieve the business outcome that we are looking for together as an organization. So very important for us to know this outcome, to have this outcome in mind before we start even with the proposal of building this automation-based platforms, buying these automation-based platforms. Once we have this in mind, the second thing we need to ensure is to have stakeholder buy-in. And who are the stakeholders that we are talking about? I think a lot of I cannot generalize, but I would like to believe that many times HR has only worked with the management, with the C-suite, and made decisions in those closed cabins. And a lot of times these initiatives looked very well on the whiteboard, while at the stage of designing, but it failed at the level of execution. They thought they brought in those beautiful tools, wonderful tools that seemed to be meeting, all the end results, but the employees refused to use it. Employees could not understand what's in it for me if I go and use this tool, if I go and make use of this platform. So I think this is something that we need to avoid. When we are talking about stakeholders, we are talking about everybody, right from the employee level to the C-suite and everybody in between. We need to bring all the stakeholders together. How do we do that? It's not as complicated as it seems. So the third thing is keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Have different segments of population, have those small pilots with different segments of population. Have your Gen Z and your Gen X, have your C-suite people, have your fresher population, have the freshers in the organization, have the veteran employees. These are the different segments of people that are going to represent the different groups in your organization. Do brainstorming with them. Tell them, this is the entire gamut of HR that can be digitalized. What do you think makes sense for you? What is your biggest pain point today? What is it that should happen that will make your life smoother when it comes to your interaction with the HR? Think through together with these different groups. Now, it's quite likely that at the end of the discussions, you have about, let's say, 20, 30 ideas on the whiteboard. These are the things, suggestions that have come from different groups. You cannot go ahead and implement everything. So the next thing that you got to do is prioritize. You got to sit and prioritize that out of these 20, 30 things, what are those 4 things that will, that will have that will require least effort and have the largest impact. These are the things we are going to pick up first because these are the quick wins. These are the ones that are going to show us immediate results. So we're going to pick up these things and we're going to start implementing them. The prioritization exercise also has to be done together with business. It is not something that you as an HR team decide in the silo. It's not that you create a task force of the HR team and the 7-8 people sit in a meeting room and decide that, oh, I think this is what is needed by business, and you prioritize. No, you do it together with the business. You tell them, this is a 2-year transformation journey we are going through. We are going to divide it into 4 phases, 6 months each. So for the first 6 months, what are the 4 most important things you want to pick up? Okay, let's go with it. These are the next 4, next 4, next 4. You are going to address all, but you're going to address it in phases. So prioritization is the next thing. Once we have done prioritization, we go ahead and implement, right? So we have this beautiful plan that we have designed together with the business. We have used design thinking approach where we are talking to the end customer. Who is business? They are the end users. When I'm going to bring this digital platform in my organization, they are the users. If I am solving their business problem, they are going to use it. I'm not going to end up with investing so much money in bringing this digital platform and having nobody use it, and then wondering why are the users not using it? It's such a high-end, artificial intelligence-based platform that I have brought in, because you did not show to them in the first place that what's in it for them, which you have avoided by following this entire process of involving all your stakeholders in the decision-making stage in the beginning itself. It's like, it's not an HR-led initiative. It is a business-led, it becomes a business-led initiative, or, HR and business joins hand in bringing this transformation for the organization, because at the end of the day, it is not HR transformation. It is a metamorphosis of the entire organization. It's going to impact all the employees of the organization. Once you have, so we have prioritized, and now, sometimes even we have the best plan, business and HR sat together and designed it. Is it possible still that it might fail? Perhaps I take 2 steps ahead in the direction that I've decided together with everyone, and it seems like it's not working out. The plan that we thought is best is not. So at that stage, I should have the courage to call it out. I go back to the board and I say that, look, this is what I thought will work. It is not working well. I'm dropping it here. Just because you've designed something, you presented it to the board, doesn't mean that you have to bring it to an end if you see that it's not working out. So the next step is to critically assess the situation, or the steps that you're taking. If it is not making sense, have the courage to go back to the board and restart. Once we have done this, the platform is in place. We have designed, we've designed the platform. It is up and running. The last and the most important thing that we need to work on is the culture of the organization. How do we bring in the culture of learning? How is it that the HR will not have to force people to come for training programs? HR will not have to see that, 20 people registered, but only 5 people showed up. It is not that the employees should feel a need to upskill themselves. They must feel that, soft skills is not a topic that HR wants to drive. It is something which is important for me if I want to be successful in today's world, where a lot of hard skills might be taken over by automation, but these are the softer skills which are going to take me a long way. So it is not coming through pull. HR doesn't have to push people for these trainings. It is, the need is understood by the people, and they are themselves, happily going for these training programs and enjoying the process of learning. HR does not have to pull the leadership team and say that, now that you've become a people manager, you must undergo this training program. You must upskill yourself. You must learn these leadership skills. The managers should feel a need, and they should come and say that, what, I want to learn coaching skills. I want to become a good coach to my team members. Can you help me? Can you tell me how can I upskill myself? Can you assign me a mentor? Can you assign me a coach? Can you put me into a training program? This is the kind of culture that we want to build, where you don't have an organization of knowers, but you have an organization of learners, where people understand that this change is an ongoing process. It is not for today. It is not just that COVID led to this. It is going to be an ongoing process. And if we are not willing to transform ourselves with the changing times, we will lag behind. So this is the culture that we got to build in our organization. And once the technology and the people, they come together, the wow experience that they're going to create for your employees is going to be reflected in how the employees treat the customers, and it is going to reflect in the bottom line of the organization, and it is going to be a win-win and a real transformation for the entire organization. These are the thoughts that I wanted to share with you. In the given time I had, I understand I don't have too much time, so this is all I could share in the time given to me. I would like to leave you with a thought, as a food for thought, that in this digital world, if at all we are going to continue with a virtual framework, how are we going to digitalize Rangoli making? So that was on the lighter side. Thank you very much for the patient listening, and back to the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Swati. I request the team to share a thank you moment on behalf of Golden Aim.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now
Thank
we move on to our award ceremony. Our first award category is Iconic HR Leadership Award. The award goes to Mr. Bhanukumar Parmar, Senior VP HR, Ultratrack. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you to AIM for conferring this award, and good speak by Swati Dogra also. I am really happy on this. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Parmar. Many congratulations for the award.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you so much.
Our next awardee is for the outstanding contribution in the field of HR. And the award goes to Nitin Nikam, Principal Consultant HR and OD, Prespere HR Consulting. Congratulations, sir. Our next awardee is for Women HR Leadership Award. And the award goes to Dr. Rajni Tiwari, Chief People Officer, Green Cell Mobility. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and really humbled, honored for this. I can only say all this motivates and keeps us on toes to keep doing better and better all the time. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, team.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tiwari. Many congratulations for the award.
Thank you. Much appreciate. Thank you.
Our next awardee for Women HR Leadership Award is Ms. Shruti Mishra, Team Lead for Connection and Attraction, Puma. Congratulations, ma'am. Our next awardee is Ms. Kanika Sharma for Women HR Leadership Award, Department Manager HR, Usha International Limited. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure. And with a lot of gratitude, I want to thank the entire team on the camera and off the camera, the entire team for nomination and selecting me for this prestigious award. The entire team, and this is the second time that I'm getting it, so it becomes, doubly celebratory moment for me, and I don't have words to express. Everybody does a great job, but when you get acknowledged for it and you get recognized for it, is you're on a seventh heaven altogether. Thank you so much. And I am from Usha International. This is an organization which is about 83-year-old. And yes, I've learned a lot here. It's like close to 8-9 years that I'm already there and in HR since the beginning. And I love my profile. That's what I can say. I think that's the essence towards the success for every HR professional, that you should love whatever you do. And awards like that, like these, keep you running all the time. That's it. And thank you so much, Golden Aim Awards, and the entire jury and the entire team for felicitating everyone out here today. I'm having a wonderful time with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Kanika Sharma, and many congratulations for the award.
Our next award is for
Thank you so much, Golden Aim Awards, organizers, the jury, for such honor. I am really blessed. Tomorrow is my birthday, so what could be a better gift than this? Thank you, my parents, my family. I have a daughter of 2.5 years old, so I'm just, I have no words to thank them for their pure love and support. Thank you, everyone, for making this possible for me. And yes, this comes as a real motivation, and this will definitely help me excel in my field of work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Many congratulations for the award.
our next award category is for Iconic HR Leadership Award. And the award goes to Mr. Mukesh Prasad, DGM Human Resources at Denmark Group, Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, team. Actually, for being considerate about this award today. I heard that somebody have a birthday tomorrow. My daughter has a birthday today. Just being at home, getting prepared for that. But yes, as a HR, I felt that normally appreciation for HR is not that as a trend. I think this will help, and this is something we should keep doing it. And congratulations to all other winners as well. And thanks to Golden Aim Award to being considerate about my name into this award. Thanks, the team.
Thank you so much, Mr. Singh. Many congratulations for the award.
In my life, I've always learned to end the event with a positive thought. No matter how much involved, tomorrow is a fresh opportunity to make it better. At the end, every step must affect forever. Maybe I can inspire some more stars next year. With this now, we come to an end of this award ceremony and today's webinar. May I request Dr. Salim Khan to do closing remarks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you to all the esteemed participants. It has been an honor to have you all present in our event. Your participation ensures the success of the event. Once again, thank you everyone for all your kind support. I also like to thank Professor Syed for being a wonderful host for the evening. I would like to thank to our esteemed speaker, Ms. Swati Dongra, for sharing her kind support with the organization. And I also like to thank our gold partner, Dinergic Business Solution, and presenting partner, Pharma Global Management Services, CEO and co-founder, Mr. Azharuddin Farooqi, for all the support and the opportunity to work with him. Last but not the least, to all the participants and the award winner. Wishing you all a many congratulations and hope to invite you soon again. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy.